Love is forgiving and not non-judgmental. It is accepting that not only is my partner imperfect, but so am I. I have learned that love is not always giving and giving and giving until my cup is empty, because I've learned when my cup is empty and totally depleted, I'm incapable of loving anyone, including myself. So, love is seeing you and me as perfectly imperfect.
Um, Love is unconditional and not about changing you or the other person. It is about growth and expansion. I have learned. I have had to learn that love is not about being quiet and accepting that which makes me feel uncomfortable. Love is not self sacrificing and putting others before myself, because I can love more unconditionally when I love myself first. Love is learning to accept, embrace, and laugh at my shadows and darkness, because they hold the space for my true light to shine in its brightest form. I can't love others if I don't fully love all of me. Love is about loving in the present, not how I used to be or who I hope to become. Love is about loving me more than someone else loves me. Love is about being open to share the darkest parts of me with anyone, because these parts are lovable because they are me and what makes me me.
So this is what I wrote. It says real love occurs through self-love. Impeccable love comes from listening and defying quote unquote knowledge as what do we truly know until we experience it in action. As a man, unlearning toxic masculine ways of perceiving myself and interaction with the feminine around me came first from uncovering the feminine within me, letting the goddess live through me into dominance, therefore uncovering my wholeness so that she speaks and no one else, because there is no other. Just her, you, me, one being interdependent, communicating internally between quote unquote external physical illusions.
Right now. But I'm gonna read what I wrote. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, then this is what it is. It says, "What have you learned about love?" I can definitely say the first thought about how I love is by sharing my body, allowing others' words in my life to become like gospel, more important than my own. I have learned to put myself last because that's what others have needed from me to be present in love in their lives. I have learned to give myself little to no room to figure out or think that I'm loving in the wrong ways. I avoid having confrontations because when walking in love, you don't spread these quote unquote negative feelings to others. I have learned to unlove that a man's love is somehow able to define me, or fantasizing love will show me more about myself. How do I love myself? How do I love myself with kindness?